I pray within your will, but I know your will is even greater than mine. So do my will and something even better, because I know you can.
Living on the edge of a dream.
I know that you've been struggling and fighting cancer for over 6 years. And it's not just your fight, it's your family as well that's been all involved in this. But you've gone towards cancer with boldness and bravery, and I wonder if you could just help us hear from you about how you faced the cancer with such grace and such bravery, if you could help us with that.
Well, I think just like anyone, I went through the 5 stages of grief. So I'm currently at the level of acceptance and probably depression, back and forth between those. But I've had to go through all the other levels as well, just like any other person. I really accept that Jesus did not want this to happen to me, but he allowed this to pass through his hands. He knows that I genetically carry this gene, and so he did allow this to pass through his hands. And I know that even though I don't like it, he can use it to his better glory. And so that's what I've tried to accept, is that he's going to use this for something better. Maybe I can't see what that is, but I know he's going to use it for something better.
But how have you been able to experience the peace of Christ or the grace of Christ through this wrestling match with cancer as well?
Well, I think about halfway through the battle, one thing I realized is that if I could defocus everything off of me and focus on others, that would help me. And I found, in fact, that it did. So, not that I wouldn't pray for myself daily, but it's just that remembering that there are others that have equal or worse burdens that they're bearing, that they're carrying. And so praying for them daily as well. And I know that I've had a lot of hospital stays. So one of the things that I do when I'm in the hospital is I'm walking the halls and trying to pass the time. I just kind of pass a prayer as I go past each door. And it helps pass the time. It helps take the focus away from myself.
And we are about to celebrate Easter Sunday and resurrection, and you've lived through many Easters and resurrection themes. What does the resurrection of Jesus Christ mean to you now that you have facing death in an imminent way?
Well, it's most directly related to me than it ever has been before, because I know that I'm somewhere around there that happening to me as well. So although there is a little bit of grief, of course, leaving my family behind, there is so much joy as to what I'm going to. And I imagine he felt the same way, Although he had a lot more fear he had to deal with than I have to deal with. But, I imagine he felt the same way, that he was sad to leave things here, but excited to go on with his Father. I'm sure that there are some people that are sitting out there right now that are probably almost a little shocked that I could be in the position that I'm in and be in a positive state about it and feel hope about it. And again, I don't want to push myself off as this perfect person who is in acceptance all the time. I go back and forth between the stages of grief, mainly right now between depression and acceptance. But I can't imagine being near my death grave and not having the hope that Jesus died on the cross for my sins, not having the hope that I have a better place to go to. I can't imagine living that way. So my prayer for all of you is that if you don't believe what I'm saying, is talk to someone, consult your Bible, because it's true, I'm not making any of this up. And God has provided heaven for us. He truly has. He wants us to have that place. I know it's going to be a beautiful place. I know He has a home especially for each one of us there. And I know He watches over every one of us. I know our name is in every book there. He knows every hair on our head. And so if you're not sure about this, I would just pray that you would find someone that could help you understand this, because it will give you such peace and lightness of heart. I would wish that for all of you.